Yeah, so we've been talking the last couple minutes about so I guess for the past week, apparently somebody's been coming in to dislike the stream apparently. And I think I don't know if it's the same troll that we were dealing with about a week or so ago or it's somebody else entirely. But yeah, I mean it's probably not I mean, I know it comes with the territory and it's at least it's interaction, so but still, it's a little disconcerting anyway. It's even though, like in terms of my like percentage, I'm kind of up there anyways. Like I'm like just under 98% now. So I mean, you know, So it's I guess it's not the biggest thing in the world, but hey, back goat. Hey y'all, we had trolls. There was one that Bat Goat needed to deal with, I guess. Um, I don't know if it's that same person who's just coming back and just being, just trying to be a jerk and trying to, put the situation down or what. But trolls I've seen were actually pleasant. They say a joke and leave. Yeah. And then hey, Bat Goat from Let Up. Um, yeah, now the counters are saying that I've only got one viewer, one watching now. Apparently, both the it's good news, Mike. You have a committed troll. That means you're somebody, believe it or not. It will help your channel, Leto. Yeah, I know. I know. Yeah, I know Backgoat. And then I'll just highlight it here. I know Backgoat. I know, people keep telling me it's interaction, so it's still good and it's not like my like dislike ratio, because if that gets too low, then that also affects my, obviously though, having one or two dislikes here, every now and again isn't a big deal, especially considering my percentage is pretty up there. It's just under 98% in terms of the like dislike ratio. So Leto, Susan is messing with your account, laugh out loud and trolling personally, laugh out loud. Yeah, I would kind of wonder why that would be though, if it is indeed Susan. Because one, I'm not the one who's saying anything about her. Okay, I agree probably with a lot of what people are saying, but I myself not actually sat there and said anything. I don't, or at least I may have said one or two things here off the cuff, in humor, but I know you guys have said some things, but um, Susan, chin jerk. Say it like that. Excuse me a moment, guys. I'm generally happy as long as I can keep my like dislike percentage above 90%. I haven't actually had too many of my videos where it's there's maybe a couple of videos, and that was back more when I was doing the stagnant videos and a lot of the stuff with Vic was going on, where I have a couple videos that might be just below like 50%, but other than that, on the like dislike ratio, but other than that, she reads the chat, laugh out loud, Bat Goat, ONT, or not the list now, laugh out loud. Good weekend. Saw my little peanut yesterday. He's getting bigger and smiles a lot. Holds his head high and not taking, not digging solid food though. Well, it'll probably take time. After all, he's pretty young still, right? There, back up. You know, I had a fairly relaxing weekend too. So, you know, so yeah. So, anyways, um, that's pretty interesting. Good. Once I start uploading, I want her to censor me. Susan censoring equals money. Yeah, when you take her to court, right? 6 months on the 17th. Hmm. Yeah, well, yeah. Okay, 6 months on the 17th. So, yeah, I think what they don't usually kids don't start getting into solid food until what, like a year in or something like that, usually? That's nice. Glad to hear, back out. Hope the best for the little one. Yeah, so well, we're at about 6.5 minute mark, so maybe in about a minute and a half, or we already got four people in here, so maybe in about a minute and a half or so, I'll go ahead and at least let you guys know what's on tap for tonight. So yeah, he's still way little, laugh out loud, no rush. Well, hey, I know you're a grandfather there, back, and I know for many grandfathers out there, the time they spend with their grandchildren is a cherished thing, and I just hope you do, and I know you do because you talk about it quite a bit here. Cherish that time, and I'm sure that your little peanut there will also cherish it. Because you know as I myself have some pretty fond memories of my grandparents growing up. So you know, you know, the grandparents are usually a step away for the most part, and you don't have you can always go to them when mommy and daddy are being a little more strict. You know, yeah, cherish that time. You never rush kids. Let them enjoy being kids, spoil them rotten. Yeah, too bad our government can't seem to. Too bad our government and our educational system can't seem to let that happen. But that's another story for another day. Cherish the love we had. We should cherish the life we give. Cherish the love. Cherish the love. Cherish the love. And I know you. Hmm. Oh, coming up on. I'll probably will pretty soon. Yeah, anyways, let me just double check something here and then I'll probably will. Just checking something real quick here. Oh, actually, content. Oh, yeah. Just reminding myself of some things here. So, okay. I bought him good toys already and started him on a physical DVD collection and portable player. My daughter said they are going to Hawaii in December, so they will bring it with and watch cartoons. Yeah, that's always a good thing. Sitting around watching cartoons. Back in tonight's history segment, um, we got a classic piece to talk a little bit about in the history segment. To get to that point. So. Okay, so yeah, so there we go. Noise. Okay, so anyways, we're coming up on well what just past the 11.5 minute mark. So whoa, nice noise. So let me tell you guys what's on tap for tonight. So I got 6 stories tonight. 4 of them from Bounding into Comics and 2 from CBR. The Bounding into Comics are the 2 comic stories and 2 anime stories, while the 2 television stories are from CBR. We got some news on Star Wars: High Republic, Nightwing Year One. Um, we also got some news on Rising of the Shield Hero, as I recall, and then there was one other one from the anime side of it, but can't remember that one off the top of my head right now. And then and I just looked it up too, looked up my tag stuff. So um and then in the television side of it, some Simpsons news. There's a little, I guess, a little profile piece, and then man, there was one other, but I'll probably remember it once I get to that point. Anyways, let's see now. Public schools are the enemy of the people. I literally accuse all teachers of being communist, anti-Americans that train SJWs burn down the public school. Whoa! But that's just this moron's opinion. I could be wrong. I saw the new Star Wars character, The Rock. Yeah. Anyways, okay. So with that being said, let's see. We're coming up. We're 13 and a half minutes here, so should be a good time to get started on the stories. We got like 3 or 4 people in here. I know Toys is probably lurking, hopefully. And as always, guys, I do, of course, appreciate any and all likes and shares that you guys can help. See if we can get some more people in here, some more likable people. you know, not as much with the trolls, but um, yeah. So, with that, we'll be getting started here. So let's see. And we saw that. We saw that. Spicy bat goat. The Rock. They are so weird, just strange, delusional people. I put the opinion thing there. It's all good. Laugh out loud. Yep. Yeah, to make sure that they can't say that you're making threats. All right. So, anyway, let's get to these stories then. Um, First story of the night we're going to be looking at here is some news in regards to Star Wars High Republic. So, here's a piece of info. New Star Wars, the High Republic villain name, translates to boys in Icelandic. It's a little interesting. Let's see what they have. Let's see why this article is why they wrote this. Okay, Star Wars: The High Republic's newly introduced villains, the Drengir, is a word that actually translates to boys in Icelandic. The Drengir, were first introduced in the Dark Legends anthology series written by George Mann. They would be referenced in Charles Soule's The Rise of Kylo Ren and have recently been prominently featured in Cavan Scott's The High Republic comic. Looks like a shark with a lot of tentacles right there. Not from the Dragneer. A first look and initial details about the Drengir, okay, Drengir, I guess, um, were revealed on the official Star Wars website back in October 2020. At the time, Lucasfilm Publishing creative director Michael Siglain detailed that the Drengir were created to answer the question, what scares the Jedi? What scares the Jedi? He explained he explained one of the North Stars of this initiative is to answer the question, what scares the Jedi? Which is a really fun but extraordinarily challenging question to answer. All five authors, as well as the story group and publishing teams, had thoughts on what would scare them and why. But everyone agreed that had to be something new, he continued. That something new was the Drenier. And this is a concept art. Kind of looks like a shark with tentacles. You got what looks like the shark's mouth. It looks like a combination of a shark, a tree, and some form of like squid or something. Because those look more like tentacles right there. Even though you don't have the suction parts on the bottom of them, but maybe they're just branches. Maybe it's a shark in a tree. Um, the High Republic author described the Drengir as sentient plant. Oh, okay, plant life. Sentient plant life who are looking to reap a terrible harvest across the galactic frontier. The seed for the vegetation based villains came from a sketch by legendary Star Wars concept artist Ian McCraig. Um, in the early days of the High Republic's development, Scott continued. He elaborated. Ian had been sketching monsters, and there was one creature that was covered in with vines and creepers. So I guess it's a cross between a plant or like maybe a tree and a shark. Is what it looks like. Um, let's see. Let's see. Okay. Well, let me finish this paragraph, and I'll check the comments. It sparked off the inspiration for what became the Drengir, and I quickly fired off a document outlining what could be their culture and background to the rest of the group. Drawing on research I'd been reading about how real world plants thrive and communicate with each other. Before I move on to the next, let's see if guys say, oh, Woody's here. Hey, Woody. Okay. Rocks don't have gender backcoat. That's why the new he knew fan favorite laugh out loud. No threats, just a dummy. I know. This could be the end for them. They're sliding down the poop chute to bankruptcy. Um, had some success with Mandalorian, but I guess they hate success. Yeah, that's been the common joke of SJWs. They apparently hate success. They hate capitalism. They just want to sit home and collect from the government. They want to sit there on their knees for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Hi, Batgoat. Hi, Leto. Hi, hey, Mike. Hey, Woody. Welcome to the stream, man. Always, guys. I do appreciate any likes and I appreciate any likes and shares you guys can help me out with. Let's see if we can get some more people in here. Um, so yeah, you know what's funny? If it wasn't so bad, I never would have heard of High Republic, nor would have I cared. Now that I get Clownfish, Quartering, Mecha, and Mike making vids on it, are you talking about me and how well I haven't made a stagnant video in a while, but I'll touch upon it in the news coverage of the live streams if that's what you're talking about there. I know yeah, and the other three are Mecha Random Quartering and Clownfish TV because of the whole firing of Gina. I know all about it, and it sounds like poop. Hey, Woody. And Leto says, "Hey, Woody, how goes it?" I see. They want to represent animal, vegetable, and mineral. Oh, excuse me a moment, guys. I'm going to go off camera for just a quick sec. Yeah. I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but DC actually had a character. I think he was a villain called, and I think he might have been a Doom Patrol villain. I think he's known as Animal, Vegetable, Mineral, or Animal, Mineral, Vegetable Man, or something like that. Our Animal, Vegetable, Mineral Man. So kind of a thing. So a Trark. Yeah, yeah, that's a good way to say it. A Trark. It goes, it goes. And let's see. I had to explain the Gina thing to my daughter and son-in-law yesterday. They were upset by the story. So the more normies we get on board, the better. Who is Geodude? Geodude is a Pokemon. Geodude is a Pokemon shaped kind of like a big rock with arms. That's who Geodude is. He's a Pokemon. Basically a rock with arms who floats around. Those arms look like they're poised to give somebody a lariat. Right, Ah. Anyways, to continue on with the article here, Scott then started. Scott then stated, "It's been great to see the Drangier's threat grow throughout the initiative. They are one of my favorite Star Wars monsters to write. They are sinister, unstoppable, and as we'll find out, inescapably linked to the fate of one of our High Republic Jedi." Do do do, dramatic music. Do 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 do, do 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 do. Yeah, Disney loves swimming around its own doo doo. Anyways, the official description of the Drengir on the Star Wars website reads chock full of tentacles, teeth, and thorns. The Drengir are horrific, sentient plant like creatures that have once again been released upon the galaxy. Carnivorous, amorphous, and unsettling, the Drengir aim to reap a terrible harvest across the galactic frontier. The Trarks, right there, is what we can call them. However, the actual name of Drengir translates to boys in Icelandic, according to Google. So, according to Google Translate, Drengir means boys. Wiktionary. I'm saying that one three times fast. Also details that a variant of the name Drengir translates to valiant, gallant, chivalrous man in Old North. Um, Other definitions include lad, youth, a boy, and one who is bold, reckless, and inexperienced. Rash, one who is rash. Don't be so rash. Okay. Yes, Pokemon Geodude, but now Geodude as a rock is totally original. Good job, Cat. Couldn't eat that Pokemon. Worse than Raichu. uh, let's see. Here, I shared your stream on mine. Thanks. Hopefully, we can get some more people in here. Laugh out loud. I heard tentacles, so I had to say hi. Yeah, basically the Drengir, this new villain in these new villains in Star Wars High Republic, kind of look like. Well, I think Leto put a good word to it. Trarks. They kind of look like somebody meshed trees and sharks together. That's what these Drengir seem like, evil plant-like creatures. That monster Drengir looks like a bundle of weeds with a mouth, with a shark's mouth. Boys laugh out loud. The ship is called the ship is called Vessel uh, Bleep you KK you are bleep. In High Republic, weed smokes you. Yeah, Woody. That one does sound kind of funny. Toys. Laugh out loud, Woody. Good one, Woody. Yeah, a little good work on the alliteration there. That's how we find people now. That's cool. Let's see now. Oh, got to get back to the article now. Wiktionary also claims that the word's etymology comes from Proto-Germanic uh, drongshira, or drong, drongi, drongi jaws, staff, stake, man, servant. Cognate with Old English Dreher soldier. What do you make of the fact that Drengir translates to boys in Icelandic? Do you think it's a coincidence, or do you think it was done on purpose? That's kind of a good question. Part of the reason what caught my kind of attention, about kind of caught my attention, unfortunately, about the headline of the article here too is okay. Why are they making a big deal about it being called boys? Unless there's some kind of veiled suggestion of, well, you know, that thing you shouldn't do, if you get what I mean. That thing starts with the letter P that you shouldn't do. So, yeah, that was the last one we saw. And then I bet a Sharknado could defeat the KK moron verse. Hey, Batgoat. No, Batgoat. It's it'd be a rock NATO. Hey, Woody. I want to defeat the rock. Sharknado only. Laugh out loud. Wiktionary is not a good source. What a what a urine poor writer. Oof. Sorry I'm late, but I had to urinate. Anyway. Jinkies. Oh, little Scooby Doo reference there, ATC. Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you? We got some work to do now. I'll be right back. Anyways, oh, that was the first article. Let's go on to the next one here. See how we doing on time so far. We're making decent time. It looks like. Anyway, so we got 5 people here. Cool, 5 people. Yay! So here's the next article. Nightwing Year One co-writer Scott Davey urges fans to get the deluxe edition back in print. Okay, so let's see what this one has to say. For those not yet in possession of Nightwing Year One, the deluxe edition, a collection of the 2005 DC series by Scott Beatty, Chuck Dixon, and Scott McDaniel, you're out of luck. The graphic novel has gone from sold out to out of print on Amazon. But fear not, there may be hope on the horizon. Co-writer Beatty is rallying fans over at his personal blog to contact DC and lobby them into sending the story back to press for another reprint. Nightwing Year One was previously reprinted in a trade paperback shortly after the series came out. That reprint also sold out and became a hot item on eBay to the tune of $150 or close to it in some instances. You can currently find it used for $36 on Amazon. Beatty, though prefers the deluxe edition and extolled its superiority. Frankly, Nightwing Year One, the deluxe edition is far superior to single trade paperback edition of from 2005, mostly for an improvement in paper selection and printing quality that left the original reprint overly dark and didn't do justice to Scott's and Andy's Owens art, as well as Gregory's Wright colors, he wrote. Um, Plus, the deluxe printing includes tons of sketches and alternate covers pitched by Scott, he added. Pound for pound, or at least it was, a great value at $29.99. Here's another cover of Nightwing. There he is with Batgirl. Oh, that's her arm. Okay. You got Batman, Two Face, Superman, all involved here. Nightwing Year One with Batgirl right there. Chuck Dixon, Scott Beatty, Scott McDaniel, and Andy Owens. He directed fans to where they can send their pleas. DC Comics website doesn't provide a dedicated contact us address for specific issues like this, nor can you contact DC's reprint division directly. But fans can email the company's press inquiries and inundate Michael Schelling. Sorry, Michael. With requests to get Nightwing Year One, the deluxe edition, back in stock at booksellers and comic book stores everywhere, wrote Beatty. Let's see now. Trying to see if there was at least one. Okay. I loathe wiki warriors. Oh, then there are some more games. Sorry, but Nightwing's never been a fave of mine. Same toys. It's I mean, I just put it out there for anybody who you know. And I can respect you guys don't care for it. There may be people who do. You know. He then supplied the email of Michael. Man, talk about doxing, huh? Talk about doxing something. Well, I guess it's not a real dox because you're just giving them their professional information. You're not giving them their personal information. He then supplied the email of Michael Schelling, michael.schelling at dcentertainment.com, urging readers to request a compilation of the full sidekick trifecta of year ones by himself and Dixon. In one tidy package. Guess you got Nightwing Year One here. You got Robin, Batgirl, on him with Superman right there. There's Robin again. The additional series, respectively, starred Robin and Batgirl. All three together or separate are must-haves for every collection. Nightwing Year One, the story of Dick Grayson's evolution into a hero in his own right, is available digitally through the DC Universe Infinite Comicsology and Kindle. And Nightwing is more exclusive, I believe, to I think post crisis. Yeah, post crisis because I think Dick Grayson. Let's see. I know on Earth 2, the Golden Age Earth, he remained Robin throughout his entire existence. He might have started becoming Nightwing towards the end of Earth 1 before Crisis on Infinite Earths hit, but um, never heard of it. Yeah. Well, they just explained it right here. Should a digital copy not be to your liking, you can do as Scott Beatty says and send emails to DC so no one has to wait 15 years for the next reprinting. There you go. Those are the comic stories that we hit tonight. The 20 minutes into this. Oh wait. Now we'll be getting into Riding the Shield Hero and then Cowboy. Oh yeah, Cowboy Bebop. That was the other story. And based on this, I guess there's a live action Cowboy Bebop movie coming out. Then again, my comic book knowledge is limited, as you guys know. Well, that's why you come to me, right? uh, well, anyways, Cowboy Bebop leaked set photo gives first glimpse at Netflix live action adaptation. Okay, so here we go. A leaked photo taken on the set of Netflix's Cowboy Bebop has given fans their first look at the live action adaptation of the anime classic. Of course, I know Faye Valentine there, who was voiced by Wendy Lee in the English dub. Shared on Twitter by user Hacked Mayfor, though since deleted. The leaked photo shows the main cast walking down a city street behind in purple light. So this is what they're talking about. On the left, Jet Mustafa Shakir, his left arm clad in a black sleeve, either hiding his robotic arm or serving as a marker for the CGI team to add it in post. While he looks relatively accurate to his original counterpart, it does appear as if Jet has packed on more than a few pounds since his anime debut. Yeah, Jet. Okay, so Jet was voiced by Bo Billingsley in the anime, the English voice of, and then Spike there. He was voiced, of course, by Stephen Bloom in the anime. English. He provided the English voice. There's little to say about the appearance of Spike, John Cho, as the iconic bounty hunter's look has been recreated almost one to one, and mainly an easy feat since his simple blue suit, yellow shirt outfit. See if you guys are saying anything here. Let's see. Yeah. Well, I know a thing or two about cartoons. Yes, you do. Same back up. My knowledge is pretty much limited to toys with some cartoon knowledge. However, the most drastic change made in the transition from animation to live action can be seen in the appearance of Faye Valentine, Daniela Pineda. Changed by the production team in order to have a real human being wearing that. Sounds like SJW speak. Faye's costume now includes what appear to be either leather leggings or pants alongside a quarter sleeve tattoo on her right shoulder. Additionally, Faye's purple hair, whether Pineda's real hair or a wig, makes her look more like Scott Pilgrim's Ramona Flowers than the Bebop's resident femme fatale. Ooh la la, look at that picky. Notably, in an interview with IGN given in early 2020, Cho revealed that the production team did not communicate with the original series director Shinichiro Watanabe. Netflix's live-action Cowboy Bebop series, adapted by writer and executive producer Chris Yost, will have a 10-episode first season. What do you make of the first glimpse at Cowboy Bebop? Let us know your thoughts on social media or in the comments down below. Well, I think as with everything, with this current crop of uh, Hollywoods, Hollywoods, um, I think they're going to if they SJW it, it's gonna tank. It'll probably tank. They sit there and SJW it. Yeah. Yeah, we all kind of have our favorites. Mm-hmm. Uh, anyways, going back to the. How about just the other day, someone was talking about Power Rangers show and the toys. Laugh out loud. I started talking about the year the toy was released and when Super Sentai released their toy line. Needless to say, I got a low okay. Shut up. That sucks. Sucks. It's just trying to share your knowledge with it. Okay, so here's the fourth story of the night here. Crunchyroll and Kadokawa announced release month for Rising of the Shield Hero Season 2. Season 2 is coming out soon for Rising of the Shield Hero, one of the more controversial animes out there. I know that Hero Hey had done a lot of talked a lot about it. Crunchyroll and Kadokawa announced the release window for Rising of the Shield Hero Season 2. The second season, along with the third season, was announced back in September 2019. In that announcement from 2019, they confirmed that Naofumi, Raphtalia, and Philo will have new friends and will fight new enemies. They also released key art indicating the second season will adapt the Spirit Tortoise arc. A year after this announcement, they released another piece of key art as well as a trailer for the second season. They also revealed the show would arrive sometime in 2021. Take a look at the key art. Here it is right here. And here's a look at the trailer. And then there's the trailer. You can probably go look that up on YouTube. Now, Crunchyroll and Kadokawa revealed the second season will be hitting airways sometime in October 2021. The anime's official English Twitter handle shared a video with the release window. I'll protect them no matter what. Shield Hero returns this October. Second season will see Masato Jinbo take over directing duties from Takao Abo. Jinbo previously worked on, and that's pronounced Heroes, I believe, in Restaurant to Another World. The Japanese cast will remain the same. Kaito Ishikawa returns as Naofumi. Asami Seto returns as Raphtalia. And Rina Hidaka reprised her role as Philo. The second season also sees the return of Maya Uchida as Melty, Yoshitsugi Matsuoka as Ren Amaki, Makoto Takahashi as Motoyasu Kitamura, Yoshitaka Yamaya as Itsuke Kawasumi, Natsuko Hara as Rishia Ivy and Kikuo Inoue as Mirelia Q. Melromark. I'm saying those names 3 times fast. The second season, we'll see Keigo Koyanagi on series composition, Masahiro Suwa on character design, Masahiro Suwa and Kota Sera as chief animation directors, and Takeshi Takora as design leader. Anime production will be done by Kinema Circus and Dr. Movie. You can see more of the production team below. Rising of the Shield Hero is based off the web novel written by Aneko Usagi. It has since been adapted into a light novel and published by Media Factory, featuring illustrations by Seira Minami. There are 22 volumes in publication. Aya Q would adapt the series into a manga. Back in April 2019, it was reported that there were over 6.2 million copies of the light novel and manga adaptation in print. The first season of Rising of the Shield Hero is currently available to stream on Crunchyroll. You can also watch the first episode of the first season on Crunchyroll's YouTube. Are you looking forward to the second season of Rising of the Shield Hero? Not necessarily, but there are some people, though, who are. Yeah, No, that sucks. You were in your realm. They were just jealous. True, but I sometimes go on long-winded tangents about toys, and I tell the people that know me it's okay to say so. Yeah, I'm kind of saying. I think we all are that way. Toys, when we're really passionate about something, we can sit there and we could literally filibuster something for quite a while if given the chance to. Oh, that's cool. Laugh out loud. So anyway, so yeah, that's that for those stories. Now let's get ready to onto the. I am waiting for that to change over. There we go. And the Simpsons, right? That's the second one we'll do. I know there was another story. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, that's the other story. Warner Brothers has shelved Pepe Le Pew indefinitely. This story kind of caught my attention. Warner Brothers has shelved Pepe Le Pew indefinitely. Kind of makes you wonder why. Cut from Space Jam, A New Legacy, the Looney Tunes character Pepe Le Pew has apparently been shelved from any future Warner Brothers project. I wonder why. What's your complaint about this one? About this character? After being jettisoned from Space Jam: A New Legacy, there are now no plans for upcoming one. Oh, I actually, I kind of now that I think about it, I think I have an idea why they might why they probably are doing this. For upcoming Warner Brothers projects featuring the Looney Tunes character Pepe Le Pew. If I understand correctly, more than likely, if the SJW got upset about this character, I have a feeling I know why. It's because his behavior in the past would today be considered sexual harassment, borderline sexual assault. You guys, if any of you have remembered growing up watching the Pepe Le Pew cartoons, project featuring the Looney Tunes character Pepe Le Pew. According to THR, the Hollywood Reporter, um, Warner Brothers Television has no current or future plans to see Pepe Le Pew stage a comeback. This development comes in the wake of news that the character will not appear in Space Jam: A New Legacy after a film scene featuring the skunk interacting with a character played by Grease Santo was dropped once the film shifted directors. First appearing in the 1945 short film Adorable Kitty, Pepe Le Pew is a French skunk who has been defined by his relentless pursuit of Penelope Pussycat, despite her apparent disinterest. His behavior has long been ridiculed as being inappropriate for a children's cartoon character by comedians like Dave Chappelle, while a recent New York Times article claimed the character contributed to a normalization of rape. Ah, yep, yep. Ah, newsflash, everybody! Pepe Le Pew is a rapist. I gotta see what how you guys are responding to that one. Now I know Woody and Batgirl probably grew up watching him. But yeah, the SJWs are not going to argue that Pepe Le Pew is a rapist. Okay. Some of the American Canadian releases of the Power Rangers Megazords are worth a bit of money if they are complete, like the Ninja Megazord for around 300 AS. As long as everything is there, not a bad toy, just the Ape Zord looks nothing like the one in the movie. Pepe Le Pew, the OG Snuggle champion. He is a parody of being overly forward. No parodies allowed by the humorous left. Yep, yep, yep. Of course. But it's cool for a dude to try kiss another guy who recoils and audience yells transphobic. The hypocrites. Exactly, Woody. The left has no humor. They even stole Lola Bunny's boobs. It's a flat out lie. Video games breed serial killers. Same lie. Yep. Yep. Look, you know something? I know. Now, I'm going to take a wild guess here and think that everybody here has probably watched a Pepe Le Pew cartoon at some point in their lifetime, and I don't think any of us come even close to anything like sexual assault or rape. Okay. Um, but SJW is apparently arguing that Pepe Le Pew is a rapist is like, okay, we all know they got some screws loose in their heads, but you know that one just about takes the cake. Ah, let's see, where was I? However, the removal of Pepe Le Pew from Space Jam: A New Legacy was a decision made in 2019. Directed by Malcolm D. Lee, Space Jam: A New Legacy stars LeBron James, of course, Don Cheadle, and Sonestra Martin Green. The film arrives in theaters and on HBO Max July 16th. So, basic, yeah, I'm sure we're all in agreement that their thinking on that is moronic. All right, then let's see a couple more comments here before we just pass the hour mark here. I'll bet I'll bet that no rapist has ever used Pepe Le Pew has used the Pepe Le Pew defense in court. Safe bet. Yeah, I'd agree with you there. Oh yeah, I became a rapist because I was watching Pepe Le Pew cartoons. Yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense. Mm-hmm. Although Pepe Le Pew really loved cats, is all the cartoons have ever said. Yeah, well, a lot of it is the fact that and I'm sure those everybody who's watched knows that usually a big part of the reason is it's not as much he doesn't realize it's a cat he's fallen in love with either. Okay, he thinks it's another skunk because of somehow usually what ends up happening in most of those cartoons is a cat somehow gets doused with some paint and the paint makes it look like a skunk and therefore he thinks he's falling in love with a skunk and not a cat. So that's yes, he was trans level. So, anyways, so through 5 of the 6 articles already, we're just past the hour mark here. Uh, and here's the last article that I picked up for tonight. The Simpsons. Principal Skinner is really depressing and super terrifying. So this one's more of a obviously a profile piece. Um, let's see. Wasn't there a person who was trans saying if you didn't date them, you were a bigot? They coined the phrase "date me, bigot." It was so funny. Why would you want to date a person who doesn't like you? Yeah, that's a little screwy logic there, ATC. Couldn't answer that one. I mean, Trans species, I meant. Monday night, and I'm already a bottle of sake down and halfway through a bottle of whiskey. Sake rice wine. Anyway, so let's get to this last article here. Seymour Skinner is one of the most tragic characters in The Simpsons, with a lot of elements that even make him a pretty frightening figure. There's Bart with Seymour right there. The Simpsons is full of shockingly tragic characters, with many Springfield residents actually having incredibly bittersweet backstories. But there's one figure, usually the comic foil to Bart's pranks, that stands above the rest. Seymour Skinner might be one of the saddest characters in Springfield, with some potential signs of cracking mentally as well. Despite the brief revelations that Seymour Skinner was actually an imposter named Armin Tamzarian, other episodes across the series have leaned outside the idea that Skinner is the genuine son of Agnes Skinner. A dominating and cruel woman, Agnes raised her son with a certain level of contempt. Many episodes, such as season 21's Boy Meets Curl, suggest this have have to do something with Seymour's father leaving the pregnant Agnes behind as he moved on in life, and being pregnant with Seymour directly led to her failure to win in the Olympics. Uh, Excuse me a moment, guys. I gotta go off camera here, quick. D. I finished my vodka and Kahlua last week. Seymour was in Nam, man. I like my women like I like my wine. They have to suck like okay. Uh, anyway, I guess anytime you talk about like tranny, you always have to be reminded of the Tone Loc song "Funky Cold Medina." That one line that goes, we're getting it straight." Something like, I'm paraphrasing a little bit here, but don't play around, no Oscar Mayer wiener. Anyway, and you bet if when that song starts playing, I bet people will start saying that Tone Loc is transphobic too. La that made more sense before I typed it. Maybe I should have said they have to sake me. Laugh out loud. Anything past season 10 of The Simpsons does not count. That is fact. Anyone worth their salt knows this. More horse short rating. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, that's kind of the thing when you. I mean, there's no real progression after a while. The jokes, granted, sometimes they may try to touch it up by putting in a little modernism or whatever, but for the most part, having a show around that long like that, having a situation comedy like that, after a while, it is gonna get stale. To quote to quote past season 21 of The Simpsons, show youth and ignorance. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Season 29's Grandpy Can You Hear Me also revealed that despite her outright dislike for her son, Agnes still couldn't stand the thought of him leaving her, which prompted her to hide that he'd been accepted to Ohio State University as a teenager with a full scholarship. Instead, Skinner ended up joining the Army and serving during the Vietnam War. Yeah, so she didn't want him to go to college, so he ends up so the plan didn't work, lady. Flashbacks throughout the series paint a horrifying experience for Skinner that shows him witnessing the sudden and brutal deaths of many of his friends. He was even taken captive for a period and tortured by the Viet Cong. Episodes like season seven's Team Homer suggested that he spent years in these horrendous conditions before finally returning to the United States. After taking a job with Springfield Elementary, Skinner embraced a boring and stern demeanor, with any flashes of personality being beaten down by his mother and his newfound employer, Superintendent Chalmers. Skinner's life is positively tragic and he struggles to connect with others. His frequent attempts to impress Chalmers um, could be seen as Skinner trying to connect with a male father figure and failing as Chalmers is often exhausted by Skinner's antics. Oh, look at Skinner's face right there. Oh man, he looks like he's out of it. Like Chalmers looking at him like, dude, you look like crap. Oh boy, loud. Remember back, if you're a hero long enough, eventually you live long enough to become a villain. Interesting thought there. I remember this episode. Also, toys, if you're straight long enough, you'll consider a homophobe. Laugh out loud. Oh boy. Steamed hams. Bleeding Gums Murphy was a much sadder character. This writer was fresh out of 13th grade. uh, yeah, he's probably yeah, you know something back go. He's probably a graduate of Horror High, where they do go up to grade 13, where they had teachers like Count Dracula and Frankenstein and the Mummy, the darker versions of the Groovy Ghoulies. Agnes has only grown more bitter in her old age, insulting her son frequently, and in one instance, admittedly during a non-canon entry in season 25's Treehouse of Horror 24, Agnes caused Skinner to have a panic attack due to her insults, only to make it worse by beating him with a purse. Skinner is shown to have no real friends, and groundskeeper Willie is often forced to hang out with him. His only significant romance was with Edna Krabappel, but his personal hang-ups and double and doubts led him to ruin the romance just as they approached marriage. In fact, as I recall, I think Edna ended up marrying Ned Flanders, as I recall reading some of the other articles. All of this trauma has also given Skinner a particular edge that contrasts with his usual pushover personality. Reflecting on his time in Vietnam often leaves Skinner in a mentally dark place, with his tone and body language becoming more rigid and harsh. It's also been implied that aspects of Skinner's life loosely mirrors Norman Bates from Psycho. The Simpsons repeatedly compares him to the murderous main primarily or murderous men primarily because of their terrible relationships with their mothers. Seeking a psychiatrist in season six's Fear of Flying, it's implied that Skinner subconsciously considers smothering his mother, and season 25's Yellow Subterfuge um, revealed that he believed life would improve without his mother after faking her death for a prank. Skinner is a particularly tragic figure in Springfield, an unimpressive and oft forgotten man whose mother kept him from ever achieving the kind of life he wanted. He's one of the more traumatized characters in the series, and if there was anyone um, who could have the potential to actually snap, it would be him. Oh, there you go. That's all the main stories for tonight. Let's see. Yeah, so we're at an hour and 18 minutes, so we're coming up on an hour and 20 at least. So, Anon's here. Hey, Anon. Hey. Saw that. Sorry, I passed out a bit, but had you on, so it was a nice ASMR. Oh, God. Okay, sleep stream for a bit. Okay. Not really an ASMR kind of guy, but hey, whatever. Hey, just got home, going to grab a bite. Listen in. All right. Hey, Enon. Evening, everyone. Hey, Enon. Everybody says hi to Anon. Hey, Anon. I can enjoy. That's poking fun at myself. I have an associate's degree. People like to call a 13th grade. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Anon. Laugh out loud. Back go. How are you, Anon? B-Rip? I'm worn out. Bahaha. I'm off tomorrow, I think. Good. Maybe you can get here from the beginning then. And I'm in back go packing up now. Cool. Question: if you knock up a trans man, Are you are you are you a transphobic? I don't really know. Don't really care. Don't really want that visual. Time for hard questions. Laugh out loud. Oh boy. Oh boy. Cool, Enon. I stopped in your stream when I was on break, Leto. I didn't say anything though. As always, guys, of course, I do appreciate any and all likes and shares that help get the word out. So, always appreciated. Anyway. Places like Cheers at this point, where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. When you gonna know your name? Do-do-do-do-do. And good to go, back coat. Excuse me a moment, guys. Go off camera here for a sec. Yeah, so I know we heard from Batgoat and Leto and ATC in terms of their weekends. Um, let's see, anonymity, Woody. How'd your weekend go, guys? Anything exciting happen for you guys? Both girl were glad. Hmm. All right. Oh wow, man. Just barfed up a lung. Finishing up lemon stuff. Oh, all right. It looks like we have somebody else. Lucas Master Shot. Who voices Sapopovich? I don't even know what he's from. Sapopovich is from. But I worked, drank with some friends, and hung out with a lady friend. I actually like, um, so I can't complain. And woke up to being in the green on stonks. Oh, well, Lucas, even though I don't know who Sapopovich is, I don't know if that's from a show maybe I don't watch, but welcome to the stream. I hope you enjoy the content, and I hope everybody will make you feel welcome. Okay, yeah, we saw that one. Hey, Mike, hard question. Your BF was being held hostage, and the only way to save him was to air quotes hang out with Blair White. Would your friend's life be safe? Laugh out loud. Sorry to reuse Ricada's. Let's see. Well, let's see. What do you mean by BF? Are you mean best friend? Um, let's see. And then what other aspects here do I not understand? Held hostage, and the only way to save him was to air quote hang out with. And who in the world is Blair White? I don't even know who Blair White is. Lucky Bat. No idea. Probably from One Piece. The anime is endless. Thoughts on Bio Warriors? Again, don't watch Bio Warrior, so I don't have any thoughts. So Popovich from DBZ, I don't know. He has the best Majin. Okay. Seven Wonders of the World. I guess the Popovich. I guess Popovich is VA. Best friend. All right. I made a cartoon on Mike's chat. Is that what that is? I can't even tell what it is. I'm with you, Bat. Blair White, you need to look her up. Ha ha ha. Hey, Lucas, welcome. Actually, I looked him up. Um, it's the two muscle-bound guys from the Majin saga. Okay, so DBZ, secret code for, but Anon understood. Okay, I'm gonna go see if I can look up who the Sapopovich is. First off, I mean, I don't know who. I don't. If you're, wait. Quick question, Lucas. Are you asking me who his English voice was? Just so I know, as I'm looking for it. Out of Videl, I think. Puffy Magic Dragon. Okay, pretty much. Puff the Magic Dragon lives by the sea. All right, so let me see if I can find. Yeah, actually, might be better. Actually, even better yet. Sorry, yeah, I know. I'm like trying to see if I can look up that character and see if I can give me that question toys, and I'll save your life toys. Um, hey, Mike, have you still been trying to get Crumby on your? No, I haven't. I haven't. I've kind of put that stuff on the back burner in terms of like having other YouTubers come on because we've been. Remember, Friday we found something to do now. Aside from doing that, that's what the Friday Night Forum was originally supposed to be. It's like kind of a forum show, but we've been, as you know, we turned it into kind of a comic history stream. I haven't actually been trying to get any YouTubers on in a while. You know, um, in that particular sense. I don't. I'd say viewers too. Um, I get missing Crumb's stream because the time of. Well, she hadn't been streaming a whole lot. I think she did stream like this past weekend, but she hasn't really been streaming a whole lot of late. So tuned into her on Saturday, and she might have been commenting about another creator. I wasn't sure she was joking or what, so I left. Um, yeah, and I peeked in on Flash's stream too. Flash was streaming IRL apparently, and he was even talking about like how he doesn't really talk too much about other creators. He just focuses on cancel culture and Hollywood and all that. So you'd Blair White laugh out loud. Got it. Laugh out loud. Popovich. Just trying to see if I can find out who this Popovich guy is and find him. Okay. So at least in the Funimation dub, so Popovich was voiced by Andrew Chandler, who probably one of his other more well-known roles was as Byakuo in Yu Yu Hakusho. Let's see. So let's see. So the people listed here as having voiced him. Andrew Chandler was his voice for the Funimation dub. Michael Dobson was, I believe, the Ocean Studios dub voice, and then they have, I guess, of course, the Japanese, the French, and I think the Israeli voice actor. But the English voices were Andrew Chandler and Michael Dobson. Dobson doing it for Ocean Studios, and Andrew Chandler doing it for Funimation. So, oh, wow. Okay, so there's a few chats here I probably missed here. I was spending all that time looking up that answer, but an hour and 36. Wow. Let's see. Wait, so we did that. Okay. Okay, let's see. I didn't laugh out loud. But I do a lot for a friend. Flash was chill in his hotel room. Laugh out loud. Yeah, I saw that for a few minutes there. I was just using your life as an excuse to Blair White. Laugh out loud. Okay. That goat, I recommend you double check that she's never gone after other creators. Well, oh, not sure if she was going after this person, but did mention a name, and I paused, then I left, I'm sure. Leto, yeah, I'd arm her and we'd both break down the doors of the place you're held. Nothing like having an ex soldier as a partner in a rescue. Laugh out loud. We're doxing popping. Uh, who is Blair White? The few trans people. Yeah, YouTuber. Um, anime. I'm lost. Blair White's a guy who has had the surgery and is now a woman. Not bad looking. You never know, even after the night was over. Wink, wink. I don't think Blair White got the surgery, just the hormones. No, she said she got it. No, she's um laugh it out, you guys. Okay, well, anyways, guys, we're coming up on an hour 40. So, um, and of course, I know that the stories we kind of got through early, so I'm glad you guys had some good conversation going. I think it's a good time though to start wrapping things up a bit. Are you guys ready for this day in each history? Be right back and go off camera for a quick sec. Uh-huh. For a second there, really into saving each other's lives. Ah, LMAO. Meet it up. The stream's been fun. Needs it up, needs it. Okay, so here we go. So I got a couple of things. A review here real quick. Okay, so there we go. Yeah. Okay. So without no further ado, today being Monday, March the 8th, 2021, let's take a look back on this day in Nietzsche history. All right, so first off, let's see. Actually, I think I saw more quotes here. How about True Leto, though you were more into Blair White than saving me. Nietzsche time. Okay. Alrighty then. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to look back and go back 75 years ago today. On this date, 75 years ago today, the Jack Hanna directed Walt Disney short, A Night for a Day, premiered in theaters. It's a 1946 short, 1946, not 1948. 75 years ago today, on this date in 1946, 75 years ago today, A Night for a Day premiered. It was a Disney short film starring Goofy, which was loosely based on a Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's court. Of course, there are only two voice actors involved in this. Uh, Pinto Colvig did all the male voices, including Squire Cedric, who was Goofy, basically Goofy, and Sir Loinsteak and Sir Comference, with the lone female voice, Princess Esmeralda, being voiced by June Foray. Of course, I know many of you probably remember June Foray as Granny from the Looney Tunes cartoons. Pinto Colvig, probably his most famous role was as Bozo the Clown. But he also did Goofy and Pluto for Disney. Also in 1940 was the voice of Bluto for a few episodes in Fleischer cartoon, Popeye cartoons. So on this date, 75 years ago today, A Night for a Day, the Jack Hanna directed Walt Disney production short, premiered on this date in 1946. So let's see now. This is your brain on Backgoat. uh, so it starts off as a fresh egg and stays that way towards the end. I wish I had cake. I get plenty of chips and sandwich stuff, but I didn't buy sweets on purpose. What a jerk. Never allowed that goat. Anyway, so moving on to the next piece in each history then. Before that, we got another comment here. Let's see. Oh, wait, another couple of comments. We read that part. Laugh aloud, back goat. Okay. Poor back goat making good choices. How dare you? Coffee, of course. I'm kind of baked, but I think I designed this to lose weight. Laugh aloud. All right. So, anyways, one more piece in each history for tonight here. And we go back 15 years ago today. This one kind of caught my attention because it was pretty interesting. On this date, 15 years ago today, the first issue of American Version from DC Comics, Vertigo imprint, went on sale on newsstands um, for $2.99. There's a 32 pager. which was part one of a story called Head. I decided to go look up GCD information on this, and one of the taglines in it is "From the Bible Belt to the Chastity Belt." Now, the Vertigo imprint is more the mature audience's imprint for DC Comics, so it's more like the more adult oriented comics, as it were. So, you laugh out loud. Oh man, man, ice cream and sweets sound amazing right now. That goat, those TV dinners in the freezer are looking pretty good right now, aren't they? How about Outletto? I had some chocolate ice earlier. Was so good. Um, it'd already be cooked. I had stuff that needs preparing. Okay, so anyways, so that's it for tonight, guys. I thank you guys for coming in and spending some time with me. We looked at some neat news, some stuff in the comics, some stuff from anime, some stuff from basically television, cartoons, animated comedies, and kind of thing. So with that, I hope to see you all back here tomorrow night, and I shall bid you all adieu. Um, and I wish you all good night. Bye.